Guys, so welcome back. So this week was very interesting because we started Run Club back. We did 2 long runs, 2 20-mile runs this week, and we got the Pittsburgh Marathon, which is 3 weeks away. With that being said, coming off my long run Saturday, it felt really good. When I got to mile 20, it was definitely tough to keep going. So matter of fact, when I got to mile 18, when I get to the dreaded mile 18, it always gets tough. But 19 actually threw down a little bit. I knew I was done, but heading into week 14, I got my bike with me. So Mondays, I usually like to cycle and kind of get the legs rolling, especially after a long run. I had to do my long run on Saturday this week because Sunday we had Run Club. We had about 70 people that came out, and everybody's on their own fitness journey. Some people's training for a marathon, some people's training for their first 5K, some people's training for their first half. Some people came out to just get a mile in or whatever. One thing I love about Run Club is that we have walk paces. We have runs. If you come in there to throw down some miles, that's fine too. And the vibes is always there. But one thing I loved about this Run Club is I usually train alone. And I know that most people only see me when I post my YouTube video, or most people only see me when I post Instagram or things like that, because I usually train alone. It was really nice to start to get back around with people that that follow me, that watch my YouTube, and and also bought some of the 3-piece stuff. One thing that I thought was really, really cool is that shout out to Ryan with Pulse Nutrition. And one thing I thought about that was really, really cool is that although I have a brand, he has a brand, and most people just around there, most people love having their Nike or Adidas or anything like that. Just building a community that supports each other is important. So we're partnering up. Our Run Club, Cool Run Club, is partnering up with Pulse Nutrition to put on a shakeout run. And I thought it was important for me to buy, some of his stuff. I knew that, we were partnering, but it was important to actually buy a product from his brand. And then when I got there, it was vice versa. We exchanged brands, and also bought some nutrition supplements from his company. And also it was just really good to see other people supporting each other. I had a friend of mine that came up to me, and he was just like, "Hey man, I wanna buy a product off of you." And he ended up giving me more money than what I was selling it for. And he's just like, "Man, I really appreciate you just putting in the work over the years and showing us that it can be done." So I always thought that was a cool thing. It was a cool weekend, and I'm really happy that everybody who showed up to the Run Club. I'm really happy that it went well.
Trying to see the chain we was up. I got no resentment, no vendetta. Yeah, she turned me up because I let her. Bet I eat that ball like it's a setup. Pussy dripping down on her stilettos. I don't want the silence. I've been overseas looking honest. They looking at me choosing violence. Yeah, keep it on the low. You know that's the code. Okay, baby, that's the code. You already know. Got a bad bitch from the 90210. Stacking all these anthems and I'm only 24. I'ma make them dance, yeah. Cashing my advance, yeah. I hate all that fake shit on the surface in my soul, yeah. I can feel my heart be racing, I'm just trying to cope. know that I'm faded when I really do the most, yeah. Bitch, you got me jaded if I turn into a ghost. Everybody talking like they made it to the top, yeah. Knowing when I get there, they just wanna be like me. You'll be disappointed when you know I'll never stop, yeah. Thinking you should mind your business, turn around and leave. I remember, I don't forget, bitch, I'm everywhere in town. Thinking about the ways to get my bird up. Trying to see the chain with Rosetta. I got no resentment, no vendetta. New thing up the street from Kendall Jenner. Cool my on a cap and on a sweater. You think that you know me, but you never, girl. I don't want the silence. I've been overseas, looking honest. Then again at me, choosing violence. Yeah, keep it on the low, you know that's the code. I don't want the silence. I've been overseas, looking honest. Then again at me, choosing violence. Yeah, keep it on the low, you know that's the code.
Get this community together, and whether it's it's all stages of life, whether it's entrepreneurs, whether it's people that's just trying to get into their first marathon, people trying to do their first 5K, people trying to do their first mile, and you get these people together and it forces everybody to build a community together. So like I said, this hat is Pulse Nutrition, and for me it's so cool because you see somebody doing something that you're also trying to build, which is like a company in an endurance space, and to share with them your product, and then they also share their product with you, and then like I said, there's people that's been watching me forever and following my journey from when I first started my YouTube channel, from when I first started my Instagram, and when I first started getting into fitness. Like I said, some people, they may know me as 300-pound Darnell, and now that I've lost weight and I've done a lot of endurance sports, it's a lot different because now I'm creating an endurance company, and I'm trying to inspire people differently, not just how I've got to where I'm getting to, but also the products that I use, the nutrition that I use, the gear that I use, the gear that I'm making, that I use. So it's always interesting to get around a lot of people that know you, but also are watching your journey from YouTube, or just Instagram, or whatever social device they know you at. Or even sometimes people see you on the trail or see you on a bike. So it's always interesting to be in that perspective. But this week was really, really solid, and I have a lot of great takeaways that I'm going to just add to my training and add to this year. We have a big year coming. We are on a second round of 3-piece shorts being sold out, so I'm putting another big order in for the shorts. And by the end of this year, I'll look back at this as the beginnings of something great, and I can't wait to keep sharing it with you guys.